A timer set to 0 milliseconds. A promise already resolved. Both scheduled to run right now, so it should be a coin flip. It never is. The promise wins every single time, and this is the JavaScript interview question people fail most. That is not luck, it is a rule, a second queue with a velvet rope. In 6 minutes, you will predict every one of these. Quick recall from last episode. One chef, your thread. Ovens that cook in the background. And a rail of tickets the chef works through one at a time. But that rail was never the only one. Beside it, all along, sat a second rail with a velvet rope. And before the chef touches the regular tickets, they check the VIP rail. Always. That is the microtask queue. Let us pin both languages because every interviewer speaks the formal one. The VIP rail is the microtask queue. The regular rail is the macrotask queue. Last episode's task queue, exact same thing. On the VIP rail, promise callbacks, awaits, queue microtask. On the regular rail, timers, clicks, network. The spec even calls VIP work the job queue. Keep every name, you will hear them all. Here is the one rule that explains everything. The chef finishes the current ticket. Then, before touching the regular rail, before the page is even allowed to repaint, the chef empties the entire VIP rail. Not one VIP ticket, every last one. Only when the velvet rope is empty does a single regular ticket get through. And rendering waits in that same line. The browser wants 60 frames a second, but it only paints after the VIP rail is empty, between regular tickets. Flood that rail and the frames simply never come. Now you try. 4 lines. A log, a timeout at 0, a resolved promise, and a log. Pause the video, seriously, and predict the exact order. The 2 logs are plain synchronous code. A, then D, run first. Then the chef drains the VIP rail. C, the promise. Only then the regular rail. B, the 0 millisecond timer, dead last. But hold on, that promise was already resolved. The value 42 is sitting right there. Why not run then immediately? Why wait at all? Because a promise makes a vow. Your callback always runs later, never right now, even when the answer is ready. Code that is sometimes instant, sometimes deferred is impossible to reason about. So promises pick one, forever, later. The VIP rail, which unlocks the biggest myth in modern JavaScript. This function awaits a value. Question: does await freeze everything until it resolves? No. Await is a promise then, wearing nicer syntax. It pauses this one function, hands control straight back, and lets the rest of your program run. When the value lands, the function resumes. On the VIP rail, of course. Now, the dark side of drain completely. A VIP ticket is allowed to schedule another VIP ticket, and that one schedules another. The velvet rope never empties. Timers never fire. Clicks never land. The page never paints. The chef is trapped on the VIP rail, busy, alive, and completely frozen. So why hand microtasks this brutal priority? Because it is a superpower, the one every framework you touch is built on. Change 10 things in a row, and instead of 10 separate re-renders, the framework collects them into one batch, then schedules a single flush on the VIP rail. It runs after your code, before the next paint. So the screen updates exactly once, perfectly consistent. That is queue microtask. That is why Vue and React feel instant. One boss level, straight from senior interviews. 7 lines, promises now nesting timers. Pause and predict. Sync first, 1, 7. Then the whole VIP rail drains, 3, 5. Then regular tickets in order, 2, 6. And 4, it was queued by a promise, but 4 is still a timer. It waits its regular turn, dead last. Your field guide. The regular rail, macrotasks, setTimeout, events, network. 1 per loop turn and a paint may follow. The VIP rail, microtasks, promises, await, queue microtask, drained completely every turn before anything else moves. So the next time a promise beats a 0 millisecond timer, you will not blink. It was never a race. It was the rope. 2 rails. 1 rule, the VIP rope drains completely before 1 regular ticket or a single repaint gets through. That is every promise, every await, every framework you have ever used. Next Tuesday, disclosures, why every JavaScript function secretly carries a backpack. Subscribe so it finds you.